Anthony Veronica Fernandez. Anthony has been in the Gulf for many years. He's been a Konkani activist for a long time. And today, Anthony, I just want to hear from you the story of Novem Goem, how you all got involved, what you all did for it. Please tell.
Before Novem Goem could come into existence, the idea of Novem Goem come into existence, Evagri George was thinking to publish one daily. So he wrote a piece of article soliciting loan, not donation.
Okay.
And he promised that I will pay the loan with interest. So I immediately answered him. Why I answered him? Because I was running in my mind long time that I must do something
For Konkani?
for Konkani. Since all three of our papers gone stopped.
Which three?
The first daily paper of Goa after the liberation, South, published by, edited by Felix Kadul. Second was Duty.
Duty.
Third was Novem Goem. Sorry, I was mistaken. Third was Novem Goem.
Novem Goem.
Then came Father Freddy with his.
Gulab.
No, there was one paper. Father Freddy.
Weekly newspaper.
Uzwad, I think.
Okay.
Uzwad. So, suddenly I got a news about George died. It was a big shock for me.
In the accident there.
Accident. Then I wrote this news to Gurunath Kelikar. Gurunath Kelikar grabbed it. Gurunath Kelikar came with Novem Goem without telling me. So since I was in the forefront from the beginning to Evagri George, so Gurunath wrote to me, we are thinking like this, what is your opinion? We will take up the money collection drive in the Gulf. I said, I agree. Then I started money collection. The money collection was done, that is called Novem Goem Pratishthan.
Pratishthan Foundation.
Foundation. It was formed by six people. One is Sarah Machado.
Sarah Machado, wife of late Florian Machado, former speaker.
Then Bosco Lobo, Mapsa. Then Dr. Francis from Margam.
Colasso?
No.
My
Madel.
dad.
I don't know him.
Who ran a hospital there, no?
Yeah.
His son is a doctor, I know.
Okay,
He and his wife were doctors.
Yeah. Then there were 2-3 more people.
FM Rebello. Rebello.
So actually, Gurunath Kelikar and Dr. Rebello was taking more interest. The rest were dummy.
Okay. Non-active.
They were doing nothing.
Okay.
So the project was done and they told that 5 lakhs we want to start one paper in 2 scripts. One in Nagari, one in Romi. Once they collect 1 lakh, they will start roaming. And once they go for 5 lakhs, they will go for Nagari. So then they moved all over Goa.
Yeah, the Padyatra, no? The
Padayatra,
foot march, yeah.
Then they collected something, and money started coming from the other people. I took up my work in Kuwait. I took the help of theatrists. My relationship with theatrists was very good.
I see.
So I was writing about theatre.
I see.
So,
Theatrists in Kuwait or in Goa?
Kuwait. So, and they were getting internationally
known.
Yeah. Then we organized first theatre, we collected about 80,000.
80,000 on one theatre? Wow.
How you will ask me? We released souvenir.
Yeah.
souvenirs, and ticket money. Not a single theatre was paid.
I see.
My condition was that तुमका हांव फारीक करपाक ना. हांव म्हाज्या बोल्सांतले फारीक करिना.
What?
पुढे तूं हांवूय कॉजाक वावुरता.
We are all working for the cause.
You
Yeah.
are now today कोंकणी आहा म्हणून तुमी आहात.
Sorry.
Today कोंकणी आहा म्हणून तुमी आहात.
Okay, because Konkani is there, you are there.
Yeah. Otherwise you are nowhere.
Okay. So you have to do something back
You
for
have
the
to do.
language.
So they agreed. Full cooperation.
I see.
They are दिलो free Alice in the माशे म्हणून.
Alice in the
माशे.
Mashe. Kankon.
And then, before going ahead, we made a committee known as Novem Goem Pakistan Kuwait Samiti. That committee was such an excellent,
I see.
never in the history of Kuwait such a committee
Really?
formed.
You not mentioned it in your book, Veronica.
I did not mention.
No, no. It must be an oversight. But we can always write it in your next book.
The chairman was A.B. Fernandez. A.B. Fernandez was a very influential man. He was general manager of Bahar Shipping
I
for a
see.
long time.
I
He was a student of Arpara.
I see.
Foreign manager student. Then he went to Kuwait and he was helping people, social worker. And then when this committee was formed under his leadership, everybody impression was changed.
I see.
We got better acceptance.
Okay.
Even I myself.
I see.
I was new.
You were young?
Yeah, 75 I went to Kuwait.
Yeah.
And this we started at 77.
I see.
We started, then 79 blossom. So, we organized one tier, then second tier. Similar money.
Okay.
Plus, we went for collect donation. Every donor was giving 1,000. So approximately
1,000 was a lot of money. 1,000 rupees was a lot of money in those days.
it was about 5 lakhs did not reach out.
Okay.
Less than 5 lakhs.
Yeah.
4 and above.
4 and above.
Yeah. How much I don't have now.
Okay.
And secondly, my record has a loss.
Sorry.
In the invasion time,
Yeah.
with
You lost your records
yeah.
during the Kuwait invasion. Okay.
I lost precious things.
I see.
Because I was harassed too much because of those books. And this, the Iraqis found me something different type of.
I see.
In Iraq, Saddam Hussein time, when you purchase a typewriter, there was surveillance on you. One copy of the invoice had to go to the
Of what you
security.
type? I see.
So the moment they entered in my house,
Yeah.
on the day of invasion, they found me suspicious.
Because of all these
All
writings.
this idea. They kept me in the sitting room, and inside they were checking what is there.
Okay.
So now that is one day. So now this is come. So that's all. 4 and a half we said lakhs.
Yeah. And then, how did it work? What were the teething troubles it faced?
Whatever.
What were the challenges it faced? How did it work? कितें problems झाले न्हय वाटेर वयता?
Whatever problem जाले, problem started with Dr. Ribello and Gurunath Pilkar. Gurunath Pilkar one fine morning sending me telegram, come immediately.
Telegram.
Telegram. Come immediately.
Okay.
What is immediately?
And why?
I said, negotiate.
They had some disagreement between them.
Yeah. They were not organized.
Okay.
They were selfish people. They have spoiled our image. I can shout even by going to Vatican, Rome, climbing on the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
But Anthony, to Veronica, to be fair, it is a tough job to run a paper. You need some business skills to run it. You need to be a greedy capitalist to run it and to keep it going. आम मुंच्या कडे जावचें ना न्हय.
Okay, who told you to come forward? To put us into shame? In the bargain, our image gone. I lost my image because of this rascal.
I see.
They don't care anything.
Because you all raised the funding and then finally it was not delivered. What was
Not
promised?
deliver. लोक येतात तातूंय हाड पेपर तुमचे
थोडे म्हयन्याक थोडे वर्साक भायर सरले न्ही
वय एक दोन तीन वर्सां चलना तें.
वय मागीर then they started having a lot of troubles all along the way. All along the way.
They have no experience. Gurunathan Bhattank Tislang हाडल्या. Gurunath was the main culprit. He was the initiator of this, but main culprit. And he collected Bosco, Lobo. Advocat. What is his knowledge on paper?
Yeah, and I think see, running a paper is always a difficult job, but in those days it was more difficult than others, and they probably thought that they would manage, but it didn't work out that way. It was very sad. Even West Coast Times, खूप जण बंद पडले नाही. Other papers also shut down. But this was particularly tragic because people had so much faith and so much hope and so much determination to keep a people's paper going, but it didn't work.
We would have done so many things because of this stoppage. There was a break on our movement.
I see. So people, you lost your trust like that.
Yeah, I had no faith to go to the people.
Okay.
My credibility affected.
Okay.
There was not a single in among our circle with that credibility.
Who were the active people there who contributed a lot that side in Kuwait?
Individually, Abertan.
Furtado.
Later stage. He was not involved in that.
Abertan was also big into hotels and all that there.
Yeah,
He was quite a big name in the Goan
Yeah.
community.
He was a nice man.
I see. Who are the other people you remember from this circuit, from this group?
We formed the committee
Yeah.
comprising Raymond Dessa and his brother Samson Dessa.
Raymond, sorry,
Nagwa.
Kon?
Nagwa. Raymond Dessa,
Raymond Dessa.
a banker, National
Yeah.
Bank, old timer,
Okay.
very prestigious man. His brother Samson Dessa.
Okay.
Then Mrs. Barreto from Kanduli.
What, sorry?
Mrs. Barreto.
Messias Barreto.
Barreto. Alexander from Kolba.
Okay.
He did wonderful job. Wonderful, real wonderful.
I see. It's such a challenge because the potential is there. If it works, it's really success story. If it flops, it really goes bad.
But my point of this gruntle to be, they took it very lightly, casually. That Novem Goem movement
Yeah.
is a history. There was not a history like this.
I see.
29 days they
Walked the
all over
Padyatra.
Goa.
72 days or something.
72.
I did an interview with one of them. I'll show you. I'll send you the link. But yeah, in that sense, I know what you're saying because in those days the situation was such. There were very few papers in Goa, and it was not possible to cover everything. And even what was being said was what those few papers wanted to be said. So people felt the need to have an alternative paper, and it came close, but it didn't work. So that bitterness is there. People tried really hard.
We were not sleeping.
I see. Shucks.
There was one incident at my place. My presence was essential. My people told me come immediately.
Okay.
At least for 4 days I could not go.
I see. If you had to do it differently, what could have made a difference? Anything could have made a difference to make it work? Or was the job just so big that कित्याक खूब जाण म्हणटा आमकां आमच्यान पेपर स्टार्ट करूंक जाय पूण मागीर तें चलना न्ही. इट डजंट वर्क because it's such a huge job. It's not like a YouTube channel, or it's not like now people are even starting TV channels, okay? TV channels, and ते चलोवपाक इतले कोटीन जायना, ते चलयतात. But a paper, to run it and to keep it going for a long time, I don't know, it's some other mechanics that seem to be going wrong.
First of all, money was a problem. The person who devised this idea, he should have analyzed it properly.
A better business plan maybe, yeah.
There was no business plan. ये पसरकार रे. नया गोंय पे फुडें सरलेले ते पसरकार.
Yeah, they think small. It's not like a long-term vision. It's a difficult job. I'm the first one to admit.
But why didn't they accept this? आता आमचो क्रिस्टोफर फोन्सेका गोंय आलोयता तुला येद्या हे नवे गोंय आलूंक जायना
No, but to be fair, I think, Veronica, that the business skills required for a paper, it's extremely, I don't know how to put it. It's probably complex, or I don't know. But you have a point. You know another side of history which we don't. So you have been through it all. You know the story, and you also, feel strongly about it. I've two or three persons have written their story. One is Paul Fernandez, who was a journalist there, one of the staffers at the Times of India. Ali's retired Zalato. So he has written his story from the point of view of an insider. He's written it on one of our books. It's there in the e-book also. In one of our books on journalism in Goa, called In Black and White. Paul's essay is on it. Recently, I was talking to Avetano Miranda, who took part in the Padyatra. And he was part of the Padyatra. Tane maka sangle what they went through and all that. And then when I shared this interview on the net, कोणे तो लिनो डुराट बाबान म्हाका सांगले ताणें म्हटलें तूं वेरोनिका कडेन उलोवंकूच जाय म्हणून लागलो and by some coincidence we are meeting today, so I said I must make use of this opportunity. But it's fascinating. At some level now, I think all our newspapers are part of our history, and we have to know the story properly of. So I've got it from three sides.
But this story nobody will know. Starting Evagru George.
The start point of it, where it came from. Because Evagru George was this freedom fighter who was also involved with setting up of a paper, I think Uzwad for Chogles, no?
Yeah.
Before this. And then that was suddenly folded up, so he felt the need for a Konkani paper, and he kept trying. Many people kept trying. So he wrote to you in which year, more or less? This is after 75.
Yeah.
Before, during emergency, after emergency?
No, after I left Kuwait. I left Kuwait for
Goa,
Kuwait.
for Kuwait.
75.
75. So this was how long after 75?
It was around 78.
After emergency.
Yeah.
After the emergency was over.
So it was in 75.
Yeah, 75 to 77.
Yeah.
Then Evagro George and Mark Fernandez died in that accident, which people say was suspicious or whatever.
Yeah.
But they died. That must have been after 81. He died.
I don't know that idea.
He must have died after 81. Kidak Mark Fernandez sanga ubo raवलो. No, Mark Fernandez probably contested election in 77. He was in Kalangut constituency. Mark was a candidate. 77 probably. So between 77 and 1980, all this has happened. All this has happened.
77.
Just the record urpache mare. If the records were there, it would have been so fascinating just to go through it all. This is
I will go now home.
Okay.
I will search.
Okay.
So now my regret, Mutapeta, they have closed our doors from doing something.
It's never too late. See, the only problem with this, with crowdfunding and seeking donations or whatever loans, whatever, it can go wrong. If it goes bad, maret solana gelar, people will always curse you for doing something which is not successful, and then they will doubt your intentions also. That is the problem. But thank you, Veronica, for this.
No problem.
For this.
If you need anything, no problem.
If you find any documents, please, it would be really
most probably, what
fascinating.
document you want?
Anything relating to the setting up of Novem Goem.
Okay, and I have 5 files.
Always.